Here we are. Here we go.
We got a buzzy
Is the
noise.
fan? It's fine. Fuck it. Just
Yeah,
that might just be in our headphones. The fan, it's not too bad, right? Should we just leave it on?
Every
Just
podcast
leave it
needs a
on.
fan.
it's atmosphere.
That's our number one fan.
Hey, y'all ready for this? Nice.
So let's do
You're
it.
the sound effects guy now.
Yeah. Let's do it.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This week on Humpcast, comedian, actor, writer Jacob Gibbons brings us the first look at his film. Netflix tries to take over the media world, and we talk trailers for New Mutants, Black Panther, and a funny John Cena movie. You're listening to Humpcast.
Hit it already!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed, drink liquor, beer, and wine, and have a bloody good time. My name's Ryan D.
My name's Garrett Aimley.
And this is Steve Rogers.
This is Steve.
Steve.
Not doing it.
Steve.
Today we have a very special guest. He's comedian, actor, and star and writer of I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker, now available on Amazon. Give it up for Jacob Givens, guys.
Hello.
Oh, usually we have the sound effects. We don't have the sound effects. today.
Beep, 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 beep. Provided by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thanks for having me, guys. I'm excited to be on Humpcast.
It's been a long
Nice.
time coming.
It has been.
It's been
I've been coming this entire time.
Just
though.
today. Just today. It's been a long time because
Ryan was like, "You want to come on the show?"
we start off every show with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. And I think we're all drinking pretty much the same thing, which is just beer.
Beer.
Jacob brought some
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas IPAs, and then we're just keeping it we're keeping it.
Classy with high life. Well, I actually just want to let the audience know I'm just getting over food poisoning. So my landlady decided she told me that I should get Pedialyte and Sprite for my stomach, and I was like, oh, okay, that sounds good. So I went to the store, didn't have Pedialyte, so I switched it up to just get Powerade and beer.
That's a great
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah, you get
better.
all your electrolytes.
4 out
Yeah.
of 5 doctors agree that
Well,
that's the best way to.
Who's
treat
the fifth guy? I'm gonna beat him up.
That guy's an asshole. You don't want to talk
It's
about
the guy who created Pedialyte.
Oh,
It's like, no, you should be buying my shit. You should be buying my shit.
Who is that guy?
I don't know. Dr. Pedialyte?
That voice is like he's been doing that voice since we got here, and it's just that I don't know who that guy is, but it's just a
It's
great.
Dr.
It's a
Pedialyte.
great voice. So Dr. Pedialyte was getting mad that the fucking
Buy
thing.
my shit.
All right.
You know what's
So-
funny, real quick? The first comment, because I remember Ryan was saying, he's like, I don't know how many people are going to watch this tonight because of the Dodgers. And the first comment is, you guys need closed captioning. I'm trying to watch the Dodgers.
Of course.
Well, they're winning. What is it?
It was like
4-1?
4-1 at the bottom of 6 last night.
Yeah.
I got.
Cool. Well, go Doyers.
Go Dodgers.
Lawyers.
If you haven't noticed, Ricky C is not here today.
Oh yeah. Well, should we talk about that? Yeah.
He's feeling like Donkey Dukes.
Yeah.
He's left us high and dry again. So me and Garrett are steering this ship again.
But at least
Yeah.
all the tech was sorted out, right?
Yeah, we
Everything-
fixed-
all that.
yeah.
was
So
sorted
we're
out.
running now.
Perfectly
In
fine.
theory, you're all hearing us
Hopefully.
right now.
Hopefully.
And you can definitely watch us. It kind of looks like you're watching voyeur porn, though.
It does.
Because
Does it look all right? I can't
It
even
looks
see
fine. It's you have a fisheye lens, but you also see a little bit of the box that's propping the thing up.
That's cool. So cinema verite right
Yeah.
there, right?
It legit looks just like you're just like spying on some people in the next room.
It's like Jacob came in and just witnessed like everything go wrong today.
Oh
so.
yeah, yeah. I was letting him,
Expectations are low.
I was letting him know that
Oh great.
you could do this 189 times and
Yeah.
still something will go wrong.
Still something will go wrong.
Like I kid you not. Like I literally just tested everything. Everything was fine, and then I right before we started, I was like, all right, let's just test this one thing again, and it just didn't work for no reason.
Hold on, let's get
Like,
the
I didn't
story.
even touch.
Hold on, let's get the story right. Ryan got everything set up and working right, and then
Okay.
you got behind the computer and shit just stopped working.
yeah. See,
Okay, sure.
I left my bad luck on that chair. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
We're switching roles.
Yeah.
Is that what you call what you left on the chair?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, thanks, dude. It's
Well,
fucking moist.
That's
and
what I
shit.
call when
It
I
is.
shit my pants. I'm just like,
I have another bad luck. Oh, guys.
I just got some bad luck in my pants right now.
Pedialyte.
Perfect. I think we should do a Pedialyte commercial for that.
Oh, great. I'm getting a fucking phone call. Fucking creditors. Did it,
Video is interrupted.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all right. It's just going to have to ring.
All right.
Will the live stream go back up?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
should. It
We
should.
hope. Unless the creditors take over.
Let's see. It should go back up. Yeah, there it is. It's back.
Cool.
Okay.
It's back.
Okay, so we watched the trailer for I Had a Bloody Good Time. This is that's a
because
fucking
it
mouthful.
vibrated, it changed the shot.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Fuck you, vibrations. Just keep going.
Yeah, keep
So
going.
that's a mouthful to say. I had a
Yeah, it
bloody
is.
good time at House Harker.
Yes.
So can you give us first of all, just like a brief synopsis real quick?
Sure.
And how did you come up with the idea?
Well, okay, two-pronged question. I'll begin with me and the guys that made the movie. We are called Good Cops Entertainment, and in 2011, we made a web series called Good Cops, which was us in fake mustaches and aviator sunglasses, and we were kind of just messing around. We were just kind of screwing around with an idea. And we threw it on YouTube, and we all agreed because we'd all been in a myriad of bad YouTube things.
Yeah.
And we were like, if 3 episodes of this air and nobody likes it, nobody watches it, we will quit and we will walk away from this forever. So and by the 3rd one, we got a call from a company called Machinima, which is a big online gaming, huge YouTube giant.
Yeah.
And they were like, we love your show. We want you guys to be a part of our network. So we went on board with them and we finished out that show. And that led to a 2nd season of Good Cops on Machinima Prime, financed by them, which led to a web series called Tumbleweed, which was a Western comedy based off of Red Dead Redemption. And that was our biggest hit. That was our one that the first episode was 250,000 views, and we got some attention for that one. So then after making 3 web series, we were going around town and we were pitching another web show and another web show. There's no money in web content. There's nothing. So we were like, I don't know. We're all getting older. We might be wasting our time making stuff for the internet. Let's just make a feature film. Like, we've clearly proven that with the shows that we've made up until this point, we can handle the length of a feature.
So did you guys when you were doing
Good Cops.
Were you?
That's a
you
good idea, though. They should make something called
Bad Cops.
Bad Cop.
It's
Bad
a
sequel.
Cops, Bad
Yeah.
Cops.
Spin-off.
No. Were you guys also crew, or did you have your own crew?
So it's literally the 4 of us. It's a team that's been together since the beginning, and so Clayton Cogswell is our director. He shoots and edits, and
okay.
DPs the whole thing. And then Noel is an actor producer. I'm the writer and actor, and then Derek's an actor and also idea man. And so we get together and we come up with ideas and we start making stuff. And so it's always been us. And then there's kind of a 5th Beatle in this equation. There's a guy named Tim who does all of our sound and audio design, and he composes music for us. So we were making all these shows, and we were like, we could do another web show, or we could make a feature. So we had this idea for a vampire comedy. Derek came to us and had this funny vision of these guys kind of faking a vampire attack with a shop vac on a guy's neck.
Yeah.
And we were all just drinking whiskey and sitting around the table. We were like, this is so funny. And we kind of came up with the idea of what the movie would be. And the reason, so when you see the film, which you can see on Amazon right now, if you have Prime for free, it's also able to rent or buy.
I got Prime. I'll check it out.
Yeah. But
I'm
it's
gonna have to rent it because I don't have Prime.
That's fine. It's only $2.99 to rent.
I know.
So
I will. I'm like that poor right now. So
Yeah.
I'll buy your rental, Ryan. I'll
you're gonna buy your own movie.
I will
rental?
buy I've already done it. So if you guys are familiar with Bram Stoker's Dracula, Jonathan Harker in the story, that many saw portrayed by Keanu Reeves in the '90s in the film.
The most excellent.
The most excellent vampire killer.
Vampire
He's like,
slayers.
whoa.
The funny thing about the book is that everybody always talks about Van Helsing, right? They always talk about the great Van Helsing, right?
Yeah.
Jonathan Harker kills Dracula in the book. He's the guy who does it. And Van Helsing is this name that goes on, but Harker just fades away with time. So he came up with his family.
Well, Van Helsing's a cooler name.
It's a way cooler name than Harker, right?
Yeah.
So he came up with his family in modern time.
No, it doesn't roll off the
Doesn't-
tongue.
Harker!
Helsing. Yeah.
So he came up with his family that had kind of lived in the shadow of the fact that they are the Harkers and nobody gives a shit about their vampire slaying legacy. And we came up with this film. And so the title being so long, they in the movie are putting together a show And then the thing on the T-shirt says, "I had a bloody good time at House Harker." And
I see.
and then, of course, in the film, they actually do. It comes true.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying not to give too much away about the story, but it's a horror comedy, primarily comedy. It's in the same thread of Shaun of the Dead. It's in the same thread of Tucker and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, I really got that.
It's
looks
got
great,
an
man.
Evil Dead vibe to it. It's got a cult cinema vibe.
I had no idea you were doing this, and I mean, when I heard about it, I was just like, "Holy shit, that's awesome!" Like, you should be proud of yourself. You really
Thanks,
should.
man.
It's
Yeah.
I'm like, it's really cool, man, to have your own shit, like, especially on a streaming service that's so popular.
Yeah,
you know?
and we all caught the trailer, which you can catch on YouTube. Make sure you see. Go to Machinima.
Machinima.
Yeah, you can go to
Machinima.
Machinima. The trailer's there.
The
yeah.
trailer's there. It's actually really, really like a good looking trailer.
Good
I was
cut trailer.
very. It
Yeah.
actually reminded me a lot of What We Do in the Shadows.
Yes, absolutely.
Just the style of how it looked and everything, and I was like, boom, that was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's been a 3-year journey to get this to come out, and so
Oh,
that's
wow.
the crazy thing about making your own movie is it's a long road. Because,
What's the runtime?
It's 80 minutes. So it's
So it's like you barely made the cut.
exactly. Well, and here's the crazy thing, guys.
For a
I wrote the
feature.
script. The script is about 120 pages long, and I don't know for your listeners, the rule in Hollywood is it's a page a minute.
Yeah.
So the rule is if you got a 100-page script, that's a 100-page feature. Our director literally cut so fast that an 120-page script became an 80-minute movie because he literally, when you watch the film, the whole thing is like,
Yeah.
it's just like it's like that Memorex ad where the guy's getting blown back
Yeah,
by the
yeah,
speakers. Like the whole thing just once it starts, it never stops going. And so like the fact that it's 80 minutes is just crazy with the length of words and story that's in the script.
You're just
So-
getting fucked in the face with vampire.
yes, the whole
vampire
time.
cocks
Just,
the whole time.
just vampire cocks. Just whole
It's
time.
Van Helsing.
Fanged cocks.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted to call it originally, but
Yeah.
Fanged.
fanged cocks.
Welcome to Fangcock.
Fangcock.
So you said it
One
took you.
night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster. Anyway,
So you said it took you 3 years to do it. Like, how
Yeah.
long was that? Like, how long was the writing process, the production? Like,
so if you throw in the script, that's actually 4 years because
right.
that started 4 years ago. And then, so what happened in 2014? We just decided, fuck it, let's go make this thing. And we went and shot it in Wisconsin. And everybody always is like, why did you shoot in Wisconsin? One of the guys, the cheese, and that was magic during the shoot, by the way. Cheese curds. Oh man. So one of the guys who's part of the Good Cops team, Derek, who plays Ned in the film, he's from a small town. He's he's one of the actors and he's a producer on the movie. And he said, if we shot this in my hometown, we could probably get away with anything. Like we could probably film anywhere and get support of the
Without
town
permits.
and get like the police
yeah.
on our side. We could
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
So we
great
wrangled like
idea.
10 or 15 of us from LA and road tripped across the country,
Holy shit.
loaded up these vans with stuff. And then we flew in like some key people. But for the most part, we asked all the local actors and talent people in town to help us out. And we were able to shoot for 3 weeks in Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, like way up there. We were in there in November. And everybody was like, as long as you film from these days to these dates, you'll be fine. You'll beat the snow. Well, we get there and we film 1 week, and then a polar vortex comes in.
Oh, shit.
And it snows 22 inches in one
my
night
God.
on the second week. So the script, we were like, we got to rewrite a lot of shit now. We got to figure this out. So we had to jump around. We had all these clever hacks. Like we had one of the people who knew Derek's dad knew that the storm was coming. He was like, let's lay down like a 50-foot by 50-foot tarp on the front lawn. So the snow came, and then we lifted the tarp off to make it look
Nice.
like the yard was still,
That's
completely
fucking
clear.
genius.
Yeah. So there were all these things
That's
that we
some
had to
shit
do.
like that's some shit that only snow people like.
right,
Yeah, we
right.
think
I
so,
know.
yeah.
People who live
Yeah,
there
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
The way you get rid of the
We would
snow
be-
is you put something on them.
Yeah.
we would be out there with a
So
fucking hair dryer.
Yeah, right.
No, I was-
Guys,
I'd be like, all right, Garrett, get a fucking shovel. Help me out. We're moving this
No,
shit.
and then I would be like, fuck that flamethrower.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. We lost the house. So we had an uphill battle. So when we left Wisconsin for 3 weeks, we thought we'd be leaving with 90% in the can, and we had about 60% in the can. So when we came back to LA, all of 2015, like from January through July or August, was pickup shots here
yeah.
that would try to match what we shot. So it was a real process to figure out how to do that.
Yeah, where in LA does it look like Wisconsin?
So we had to go. So we would often go up into the
Probably
mountains,
some suburbs.
suburbs.
maybe,
We
right?
were in Pasadena a lot. We get, we just try to match the shot. There's like really funny scenes in the film where when we're screening to people, we're like, Illinois, California, Illinois, California, California, Illinois, just jumping back and forth.
Yeah.
And I mean, not Illinois, fucking Wisconsin. Sorry, I don't know why I was
like
thinking
Illinois.
Illinois.
I was like, oh, there's a third one.
There's a
I'm like,
third
oh,
place.
Wisconsin's in Illinois.
No, that's my bad from being from Illinois. So, but anyway, so it was just a crazy thing to come together, and then we spent 2016 touring the world with it. We took it to Spain, and it went to a thing in Madrid called the Nocturna Film Fest, and we won Best Film there.
Wow,
nice.
that's great.
That was amazing. Then we took it to Germany, and it played in 7 cities in Germany. Then it played in Los Angeles in a thing called Shriek Fest in the fall of 2016. And then in the spring, we closed it out in NoHo Cinefest. And so while we were looking for distributors, we just had a hard time finding people in the U.S. that were willing to give us a chance. Like, nobody in the movie is famous, really. And we just couldn't find anybody to give us a good deal because it was always like, oh, we own the movie forever, and here's your pocket change. So for that long of a process to give up that much of your film, it's just, none of us wanted to do that.
Because then you don't
Yeah.
know if it's ever going to see the light.
Right,
of day
you don't know if
after
it's
that,
ever
yeah.
going to see the light of day or if they're going to market it right,
Yeah.
right? Like, what if they put it out there and they totally get the tone wrong?
Yeah.
So we just decided with Shoreline Entertainment, which is one of the producers on the film, that we would go Amazon. And I think it's one of the best choices that we did.
So, yeah, I mean, why not? People are always. I mean, for me, like I watch. I mean, Netflix. Even I don't know how. Well, we were just talking about how Netflix puts anything on, but
Yeah.
I think they're a little more strict now with indie films.
Yeah.
like, because of all the other shit that they got going on. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'll sit on Hulu and I'll watch fucking. Like, you might like this. I'm like, never heard of these
Yeah,
people.
like,
I'll
fuck
put
it.
it on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one of my stories later on is going to be about Netflix specifically, and then of course it'll get into like Amazon and Hulu stuff like that. But right now they are literally coming up and taking over. They're going to be the brand new.
Well, they're gonna- yeah,
NBC, ABC.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
they are the channels now.
So you should have been on Netflix, motherfucker. I don't know what you.
no,
actually-
Amazon's just
Actually, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's
And
still-
you got to
just
pay
kidding.
to get on Netflix.
It's still happening because, like, when you're releasing a film, you have to kind of be strategic. And so we're starting on Amazon because you can actually make money, but on Netflix, that's streaming only. And so there has to be a window. So I think our film is, if I'm right, it's supposed to eventually be on Netflix. So
Oh, cool.
that's on the table as well.
I was just joking. I was trying to bust your balls,
Yeah,
but that's
fine.
great.
No, I like it when you
Look
bust
at-
my balls.
he's really good at that. He's really
That's
good at
awesome,
that.
though, man. I mean, guys, if you're watching, listening, check out. I had a bloody good time
Yeah.
at House Harker. See, I have to look at my notes so I can fucking
Yeah,
remember
it's a long
the whole
title.
title.
Or for what is it? I had a bloody good time at
Well,
House Harker, or
yeah.
for short.
Wait,
I
another-
ate a-
Another question, because you said you guys went to like Germany and
Spain.
and Spain.
Wait, so did you guys actually go out there? Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, did you guys have to dub over the movie, or you just played
Yes. Yes. So here's the crazy
Ooh.
thing. One of the things that we like, indie feature filmmaking is crazy because, like, when you have money and you're delivering a film, there's this whole process called deliverables. And there are companies that you can pay however many thousands of dollars and they'll handle your deliverables. When you're broke and you're indie filmmakers, you have to do the deliverables. So Noel calls me and he's like, we have to have a screenplay that matches everything that happens in the script to give for closed captioning and all foreign dubbing.
Oh, my God.
So I had to sit there and watch the movie for weeks on end and just every and improvised line and thing that didn't match up and just like match it up to the film. Then I hand it to them. They give it over. They translate it all. So when we go to Spain, the guy, so I thought they were going to dub it in advance, but we gave them the information like a week before. So we get there, we're at the festival, our movie's about to premiere, and we're like, so how's it work? And there was the guy, he was sitting in the back of the theater with a laptop, and he literally had the phrases keyed in, and he live had to go like this and just hit enter for every line
Every time.
change that
That's
it would change in
fucking
Spanish.
crazy.
So he talks to us after the movie, and he was like, "Your movie is very fast," because like every other film was,
And that man was Antonio Banderas.
your movie was very fast. No, he did sound like that.
He said, also here are some Nasonex.
Also,
I am a bee.
so I am Zorro. So he he had been watching all these. Oh no, head injury. Oh jeez.
Oh
I'm
man,
not used to sitting here.
No,
What is
fucking
this?
idiot.
Ricky, what have you done?
Did you just hit your head on the doorknob?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. So, and it was so hard. It was one of those hits. It was one of those hits where
God damn it.
I saw his eyes go across for a second. I knew it was bad.
This is a horrible
All
spot.
right, now I know I definitely have to get the playback on the
Next
live
time
stream.
on Jackass. So he had been
Fuck
watching.
this spot, dude.
All right, let the guy talk.
He'd been watching all these horror films, and horror films have 30, 40-minute lulls of no dialogue, right?
Yeah.
Just scary shit. Ours was like, bah, 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 bah. It was
Yeah,
like,
because
it was
it's
like
comedy,
It was
yeah.
like Laurel and Hardy, and he's just sitting there like going, oh my God, these guys won't shut up. But it was great because the Spanish audience like really loves horror, and when we got to some of the gore stuff, they were like cheering and
Yeah.
screaming and yelling at the screen.
Yeah, that must be awesome.
Yeah, and then the German audience was super awesome too. And one of the fun facts about the film is, Right Said Fred. Yes, I know. Haven't been making a lot of music lately, but they are making music for our movie, and they made 2 songs for House Harker. So I don't know if you guys remember Right Said Fred.
I
but-
know
I'm
that
Too Sexy?
name.
Yeah, I'm Too Sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
oh,
they,
no shit. Yeah, okay.
so they made 2 songs for our movie, and they're fantastic guys, and we met them in Germany, and we went out drinking with them and partying with them, and they were so fun. So it was great.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
How'd you get this finance?
So the initial budget was based off of what we had done on the internet. It was people that
Oh,
were
okay.
like, "I'm in. I want to do this,"
Because they know.
Yeah,
what
they
you've
were
done.
like, "I'm in. I'm investing in the film."
Yeah.
So we got a lot of kind of angel investors and executive producers for the initial money to get out there.
Yeah.
But when it came to post, we had to do a Kickstarter just to finish the
Oh,
movie
gotcha.
because so we knew that in order to get this done, we just kind of had to go for it, whether we knew we had the post-production costs covered or not.
I mean, that's kind of the way to do it, because even if you didn't have all the money to have, I mean, eventually you would, right? Because
Yeah.
eventually it would get done.
Exactly.
If you guys had to fundraise yourselves and like
Exactly.
pay out of pocket, like eventually you just
if you
raise-
tell
yeah.
people we did it, we shot it, it's in the can. Here's clips, here's footage,
Yeah.
here's a teaser. We just need your help for color correction, sound design, deliverables, blah blah blah. You know, all the stuff that goes into post, which is way more than I even know anything about.
Right.
You know, as a writer, I literally like once I'm done, I sit back and just hear what the reports
There you
are.
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
So anyway,
That's fucking awesome, dude.
That is great, man. Wait,
I have
beer?
concussion. Hold on.
you need a beer?
We need beer.
Yeah,
How many beers?
I'm
All
actually
three?
good. I'm
yeah,
good.
3.
Just watch out for the phone there.
You have to
Shit,
open the
I
door.
had something else. Oh, so you did? So did they? I mean, did you have to pay your own way to those film festivals?
Madrid, so Germany, I got flown out there, which was great. They flew a few of us
that's
out there.
awesome.
Madrid, they covered us in the hotel. There was a little bit covered for the festival, and but I did get to go to Madrid as well. I'd never been overseas. I'd never been out of the U.S. my whole
wow.
life, and then in 2016 I went twice. And Madrid, I was there for a week, and I really got to enjoy my time. But for Germany, I was there for 72 hours. So that was crazy. But it was still super fun.
yeah, I want to go to Germany. I
It was
want to
super
like
fun.
drink with the Germans.
Yeah,
Oktoberfest.
they are super
Yeah.
fun. I went to a town called Hamburg, which is way up north.
Hamburg, yeah.
And they have this place called the Reeperbahn, which is their red light district.
Yeah.
And this guy that was our tour guide was like, "I must take you to the Reeperbahn."
I'm sorry, the rape
Like,
bomb?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
And he
you
was
must
like-
take me to my hotel
Yeah,
room.
he's like, you must go to the Reeperbahn. It will be so fun. And we were like, yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's do it. So we went, and it was fun. It was literally like New Orleans, Mardi Gras, all that, all the time, just on
Yeah.
a strip with
So-
Huh.
hookers.
What did you say at the Raperbahn? Did you say at the Weinstein Hotel?
Yeah, I stayed. I did. I stayed right there. I stayed at the Harvey.
It's the Harvey on Cosby Boulevard.
Yeah.
Cosby Boulevard.
Yeah.
The woman
You know
doing it way.
The crazy thing is the potted plants were beautiful.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
So much plumage.
And the coffee was wonderful.
The coffee was delicious.
All right.
And the
in
drinks
trouble.
were strong. I found myself dozing off constantly.
Hey, I thought we talked about this.
I know. We were trying to steer away from that so hard.
Yeah.
Just,
I know when it's
No,
in the news, it's just there.
When it comes to me, I want to drive straight into
Yeah.
the fire.
Right. Let's just
Yeah.
let's just destroy everything.
go.
Yeah.
Just one world tour.
Shit. There was something else I wanted to ask you, and I can't remember. But
Put you in his next movie. Is
oh
that
yeah,
what
put me on your next movie
For sure. Well, and that's the crazy thing is like because most photography was done in Wisconsin,
Yeah.
there was only a few people that could actually make it there. So when we got back to LA, we would throw in cameos when we could. Like there's some cool people that came out and helped us with some roles here in LA, but I think our hope is if we get to do another one of these or we get to do another film, we don't want to have to go to Wisconsin every time. So there's a lot of it was very hard.
Specifically Wisconsin.
It was
too.
very hard.
You guys can film at my grandparents' house. I
Actually,
do it all the time.
Actually, you can go to Riverside.
Yeah.
Riverside,
true.
they don't charge like permit fees. They
Yeah.
don't charge location fees.
We will definitely do
They
that.
want people
well,
out there.
that's why they filmed Workaholics in Rancho. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. Really?
Because it was cheaper for them to live in that house. They lived in that house,
And then that's where they shot it.
That's
Yeah,
where they
that's-
shot it. Yeah.
Yeah, LA is a real bitch to shoot stuff in. It really is. So you got to find, like when we did our Western show that I told you guys about, we went all the way out to Palm Springs and we shot in this standalone Western town
Yeah.
for a week. So you just got to find the places you can shoot for free. That's the secret.
Absolutely.
Well, if you need help on it, you need another writer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
man.
he's in it. We worked on something together. I should. He's in it too. We should send it to you.
Yeah.
It's just a private link.
Just talk to my
We'll
assistant.
we'll
It's
see.
fine. No problem. I'm kind of a big deal now, guys. I'm on
Have
Amazon,
you-
I'm on Amazon,
Give
so
my assistant.
I'm just doing you a favor by coming out here tonight.
All right, so everybody check out I Had a Bloody Good Time at House Harker. It's on
Please.
Amazon now. You can rent it for $2.99.
Or if you got
Or if
Prime.
you have Prime, it's free.
streaming.
It's
You can
free
buy-
streaming.
You can buy it for $4.99.
It looks fucking great. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sorry I haven't watched it
Yeah,
yet.
no, I'm
it's
gonna
okay,
watch
man.
it.
That's why I
tonight.
was trying. I was like hoping, if you weren't going to be able to make it today, I was going to give everybody an extra week so that we can all watch it and
Yeah.
then have you on and we can talk about it.
Well,
But-
now what you have to do is you have to watch it, and then next episode you got to talk about how great it was to your next
absolutely,
guest.
absolutely, yeah.
They're gonna come in like, so I have this going. I'm like,
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Fuck up for a second.
We're talking about
Quiet.
House Harker.
That'd be amazing. And above all else,
shut your mouth.
for people who are listening and you guys as well, like once you're done watching it, review it.
Oh
that
yeah,
would be, that would be
absolutely.
a
Yeah,
huge help for us when you go out and review it.
Yeah.
Well, we do reviews from time to time.
yeah.
yeah. Should we do a movie review?
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be a great
Let's
idea.
do it.
Love it.
It's not a
man.
bad idea.
Yeah. Let's do
And
it.
then, we'll just have him pay for your rental.
I'll pay for your rental, dude.
then
I
we
got
can
you
do
covered. I got you covered.
I'll get it on Friday. I get
Or
paid
you-
Friday.
You
Nice.
can
so-
legit just come over and watch it with me.
That's
Yeah.
true. I could just do that.
Find somebody who has Prime.
Well,
and
I
just go
have
with us.
Prime.
He has
Or I'll
Prime.
just, well, you both have Prime. I'll just,
Yeah.
I'll
Just
have
show
one.
up.
Just give me one of your logins. I'll fucking
Yeah.
do it on my.
Oh, bro.
But I highly recommend imbibing while you watch it. It's only enhanced. You gotta drink while you
That's
watch
just-
it.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
It's a total part. It's
I
a
don't
party
watch
movie.
I don't watch any movie sober. Like
Okay,
ever.
good,
so.
good.
I don't sober.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
Happy
Ryan,
to hear
it's,
that.
I think it said 8-1, top of the or 6-1, top of the eighth.
Oh, it's the score.
Yeah.
Oh
Took
my
this
god.
up.
Oh, we're good. We got it in the
Yeah.
bag. Fuck yeah.
Los Doyers.
Yeah.
So yeah, check the fucking movie out.
Please.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for
guys.
coming out. What about any stand-up dates coming up?
I have nothing, man.
Really?
Well, here's the thing: is like this whole thing has been. I've been doing shows up until this point, but I don't think I've been able to focus wholly on stand-up, and so I don't have anything lined up. I got to get back out there,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
got to do more shows.
Yeah, there's nothing like fucking. I don't know. Like I feel like even if, obviously fucking high hopes, but if you ever like made it big, or
Right.
in a movie or being an actor or whatever, I feel like I would still have to be like live audience stand up. Like it's so
Oh, yeah.
so much more fun.
Oh, I totally agree. I don't think I'll ever stop doing it. No matter what
Right.
happened with this film, I would never stop doing comedy.
Somebody asked me too. They're like, if you won the lottery, like. Was 200 million? Like, would you stop doing stand-up? I was like, no.
No.
I would pay for my own tour. You
yeah,
kidding me?
yeah, right. I would finance so many specials.
Like you still got to do something. When we just
Like, I'm not
sit
doing
in my
it-
house and
exactly.
just fucking drink all day
Yeah.
and just no.
Oh, yeah,
we
drink
ain't-
myself to die. I might do that though.
You might
Drink-
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but you could do comedy while you do it.
That's true.
A lot of people have done it before us. A precedent has been set for drinking yourself to death while doing stand-up.
We'll just call that the Belushi.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so we're gonna get into some stories that you've heard a few episodes, and
Yes.
Garrett's gonna bring in some entertainment news, and then we all just chime in on it. So just
love it.
feel free to fucking speak your opinion.
Beep, 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 beep.
Do you have your music ready?
So
Anyway,
This is just broke out.
I
I know what I'm doing.
I'm a professional.
I have a question for you. New story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that.
I'm a professional.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
No, I was like, why is that playing? I'm like, oh yeah, I muted it. First,
You did what?
the audio out.
Oh.
Yeah, or from my computer, just because I think that's what the buzzing is.
You
Yeah.
did what? Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys, it's my first time in the driver's seat. Thanks for bearing with me. Let's get started. All right. So, anyone go to the movie theaters this last weekend?
Sometimes.
I did not.
No?
No.
Dude, this has been like I feel like the longest gap I've not been to the theater in a long time.
I just realized that. I mean, I only go like once a month. You know that. Like for me, it's just like. And
anytime Marvel or DC has a film,
yeah,
that's
I mean,
it.
or like
Star Wars.
or like a good horror
Right,
movie
Star
that I
Wars,
want to
yeah.
see. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like if there's a good horror movie out, then I'll go. But even then, they're on Amazon Prime. I had a bloody good time.
So you,
Yeah.
you don't even have to go to the theaters. You don't
I
even
don't
have to go.
I can just stay on my couch and watch good horror movies.
Naked.
Naked, yeah, and drunk. but no, I haven't gone. I mean, and I'm realizing I have to go twice in November, which is
At least.
Yeah.
which is tough for me.
Yeah, well, we could talk
Yeah.
about shit like that, but I know what you're talking about with the Thor Ragnarok and Justice League.
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cannot wait for those movies to come out.
Yeah, me
But
too.
speaking of some horror movies, I guess Happy Death Day was number one at the.
What did I say last week?
I don't remember.
That's what I said, and you laughed. You talked about just shit.
Yeah.
That
It was
sounds
number
like,
one.
That sounds like something.
You,
I'd say.
you're like I'm gonna be more. I'm gonna be more realistic and say that's not gonna happen.
You would have to think though, like a horror
That's
movie
what I said in October.
would
That's
be
what I
number
said.
one.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck you. I'm gonna play
Like,
the
what-
tapes back. I'm gonna find
Play the
them.
tapes back.
Yeah,
Play the tapes.
I'm gonna fucking play it back for you.
Who did that movie? Was that Blumhouse again?
At Blumhouse again.
Yeah.
Fucking
Universal.
knocking it out of
Yeah.
the goddamn
Yep.
park.
Yep.
Damn, yeah, good for them.
Yeah, I mean, it looked kind of cool when I saw it. I was
Yeah.
like, that's a
It
good
did.
concept.
Those
Like,
baby
gra-
masks, right?
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's the thing. They
It
got.
looked kind of unique, a little bit like I was like, okay, that's
It's
weird.
Groundhog's Day, but
Yeah.
you die every time.
But you die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Live, Die, Repeat horror version.
Yeah.
No aliens.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's number one. Came in $26 million. So good for it. Budget of only like 4.8. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
that's-
that shit bad.
This
They
is
always-
the,
they
this
always
is the
rock
stuff
it.
that the studios love.
Dude, no,
That's
Blumhouse is
blueprint.
specialty.
Yeah, it's
Blumhouse
like,
and Get Out for us earlier this year was a huge, like, I mean,
Yeah.
so
yeah, what
low
was
cost.
it? Like $5 million.
Oh yeah, it was like $5 million and just blew out the box office. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable. That was a great film, by the way.
Did you
I'm
watch
sure
it? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I love it.
I've not seen it
How
yet
the fuck have you managed to do that?
because I have two kids, and so like, that's the
you
problem.
can't.
Let's go
Yeah.
see the clown movie.
I know. Like, yeah, come on, kids, you'll float too.
Yeah.
Like, no. Look, I grew up on the original, and I'm dying to see it. And I hear it's
this
great.
and this one's
I-
like.
Yeah,
way, I mean,
no, it's
as far
really
as like
good.
bringing kids, like for
Yeah,
a kid to
no.
watch it, it's way worse than like
Yeah.
the original one.
Yeah,
It's like-
okay, so
yeah.
Ryan and I both were scarred.
Yeah.
Like from watching it
Yeah.
as young as we were, because it came out when we were born, 1990, and so
Yeah,
we probably
so-
watched it when we were like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
this
This
I
one-
cannot imagine anyone below 10 going in.
Dude,
and
there was
watch this.
we were
Right?
there was kids next to me.
What?
There was kids. This guy brought his whole family, and
That-
I was like,
that-
"You
those
are
parents are
fucked."
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, "You're fucked up."
Like, get
why-
a babysitter.
I know. I just went to Halloween Horror Nights. I went
Yeah.
last Friday, and I saw people who brought their children, and I was like, "What is
My
wrong
parents.
with you?"
That's what my parents did
That's
too. Like,
terrible.
dude. I didn't go for years because my
It'll
parents
scar
my
you
parents
for
took, My
life.
parents
Yeah.
took me when I was 6.
There are guys with chainsaws. There's an 8-year-old there crying. I saw a little girl crying, and her dad was like, "It's okay. It's okay." It's like, it's not okay.
not okay. No, it's not okay.
No, she's gonna fuck so many dudes
Because of you.
so many dudes. You just Blumhoused her vagina. Oh God, you ruined her forever.
She's like, here, put this clown mask
Yeah,
on.
like
put
she's-
this clown mask on.
The-
Choke me.
I
choke
mean,
me.
I mean, the fear is real. You know.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I went dark.
No,
it's
that's
great.
It's legit. That's what it means.
She's gonna fuck so
She's fucked so many dudes with clown masks.
That's the real horror.
She's like, play
I can't come unless I cry.
You gotta scare the shit out of me if you want this.
Scare the shit out of me.
You gotta make me come.
Oh, you got some exorcism shit.
Fuck that pussy. Fuck it.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Mom.
Anyway, yeah.
That's
it-
a good
I actually
tagline. Take your daughter to horror night. She's gonna grow up and just fuck a bunch of dudes.
Take her to horror nights. She'll fuck so many
fuck
dudes.
so many dudes.
That should be their new commercial campaign.
She'll grow up and fuck so many dudes.
No dads will ever return again. We lost all the fathers this year. I don't know what it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. But
But we were talking about it.
Yeah.
We were talking about other-
It's so
how old
good.
are your kids? if I may ask?
my oldest is 8, and my youngest is 3.
Oh, so
So-
they're little. They're
perfect
still
age.
young,
Perfect
yeah.
age. Go.
Well,
Take 'em to it. Take 'em.
Look, they cry. My oldest cried at the never-ending story. So I don't think he's quite ready for it yet. So
Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know it's tough, man. Like when you want to show him cool stuff, and you're like
not
even
ready.
with the Star Wars thing, I'm a Star Wars addict, and like I showed my son Star Wars, and he wasn't into it at first, and then like a few years later, he kind of got into it a little bit more. And then when I showed him the original trilogy, the 4, 5, and 6,
He's
like,
bored.
well, no, he just couldn't believe like he saw. Like Yoda die and then Darth Vader died. He was like grabbing his head. He was like, "Why does everybody die in these movies?" He just couldn't. He was like, "Why?" He was like, "He just met his dad and his dad dies."
What is this mortality bullshit?
Yeah, he just didn't understand why everybody has to die.
I didn't
And
even
then-
think about that, like how tough
No, I
of a
never-
lesson that is
It's
to
so
learn
hard,
at
but
like when
for
you're like
us, I
fucking
think
8.
I don't think they cared back then, and like just deal with it. But like now,
There was a lot of death in a lot of
fucking die.
movies back then. You know,
Yeah,
So,
and
I mean,
now they are ginger, like they're delicate with children and what they show them. So in all these animated films, they really kind of tiptoe around things.
Yeah.
So when they see stuff, they're kind of horrified, whereas we were thrown into the fire.
Y'all remember Bandy?
Bambi? Yeah,
Bambi
Bambi.
was that.
They murder the mom
In the beginning of the
in
movie.
the beginning of the film.
And that was a children's movie.
Like,
Yeah.
deal with it. Dead.
I grew up in a time before you guys where Disney had films, like there was one called Something Wicked This Way Comes, which was a film about Satan coming to a town
yeah,
and building an amusement park.
Yes,
and my
yes.
parents were into that. It had the Disney logo at the beginning, and I was in my room just like, oh my God! And I fuck so many dudes now.
I fucked so many dudes.
I fuck so many dudes now. I have only that movie to thank, you know?
Oh God.
that's
So,
called
I
a
guess-
callback
Yeah.
in this business. Yeah.
Hey.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Nah, dude, that's fucking crazy. Like, I can't. I mean, none of us here are parents. I couldn't imagine having to like deal with that. It's like, why? Like, imagine like a kid. Oh, Dad, why do people die? I'm like,
Go ask your mother.
Yeah. Go ask your mother.
Yeah.
No, that's the weird thing is like, you know, you want to be cool, but you also don't want to ruin their fucking life.
Yeah.
Like,
Right? Yeah, totally.
It's like, why do people die? Be careful, because I might fuck so many dudes.
Be careful. Choose your words well.
Very well.
The first movie that I remember him experiencing was The Lion King, and I called it Mufasa syndrome because, like, I showed him The Lion King when he was maybe like 3,
Yeah.
and we went out to the zoo the next day, and he was like holding on to me the whole time. And I was like, of course, he just saw a character lose his dad
Yeah.
and just be like, Dad, you
Yeah,
know.
he didn't even know. Like if you think
exactly.
about it, Simba didn't know that.
No.
He's like, wake up.
Well, yeah, wake up. What's
Wake
going
up.
on? And
Like,
I
oh,
saw
fuck.
it happen to him, and it's just weird navigating death with
Yeah.
kids. Because like now my youngest, who's 3, the iPad fails, and we're like, oh, the iPad's dead. You know, we just say that casually,
Yeah.
and so he just keeps saying the word "dead" all the time. dead, and this is dead, and I'm like, oh no.
That's why we say it's KO'd.
Yeah, it's KO'd. The iPad is KO'd.
KO'd, bro.
Down, man.
Plug it in, it'll come back.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work that
All
way.
right.
though.
Anyway, box office numbers.
Box office.
Sorry, tangent.
No, but,
No.
it's
That's
good.
what we do.
Are you gonna go see it though?
Yes,
Your plans?
yes. I hope so. If not in the theaters, then
I recommend you see it in theaters.
I should.
Highly.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those. I saw it in Dolby Cinema. The
Yeah.
fucking
Worth it.
It's
Yeah.
way better. First of all, I don't know if you've been to the AMC Dolby Cinemas.
at the Universal.
Well,
Any of
there's
them. There's a few of them,
any
yeah.
of them, but they have these. Yeah, they're with
I
recliners.
think I've been to one, yes.
and they have
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
you know they have the new sound system.
Yeah,
and
So
Dolby
screens.
there's,
Atmos.
there's one by where we live in the mall, and it's fucking amazing. You have these reclining leather seats.
Yeah.
Speaker rows in every single seat
It's
row.
so good.
And
It's
it was amazing. The picture, everything. I actually prefer it to IMAX now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's way better than that.
yeah.
IMAX is overwhelming for me. Like for me, it's just too much screen.
Yeah, that was the shit back in the day.
Yeah, it was cool. But
Then you got
but
fake
now,
IMAX.
But then you're just kind of like,
Yeah, and especially if you show up. I mean, IMAX still. Some of those theaters they don't have the assigned seating like these Dolby cinemas do.
Yeah, right.
And you get your fucking seat. You sit there and you don't have to wait in line all goddamn day in order. Otherwise you're breaking your neck looking for fucking Captain America. But
Yeah, exactly. But no, like this is by far one of the ones I could recommend for sure. Another one that I would also recommend, probably because I've just recently watched the first one, Blade Runner 2049.
that's another one I'm dying to see.
Really?
I'm dying to see that.
I
one.
heard it's a really good movie, but it's like no one had any interest to watch it, which is kind of fucked.
yeah, I mean, well,
I grew up on the original, so I've been dying to see it. But everybody says that this new one's a little slow.
See, I've
a
never
little slow pace.
see. That's what I heard about the original. I've never seen it, but I've
Yeah.
heard it's kind of slow.
I
It is,
just watched it.
Yeah.
This like weekend. I just watched the final cut, which I hear is if you're gonna watch any of them, that's
Yeah,
the better
that's the
better
one you
one
have
to
to
watch.
do, for sure.
Watch the final cut. I watched it this weekend, and I was like, oh, this is really good. And then it left you where I was like, oh shit, like there's actually it could have just went straight into a sequel.
Right.
But back then, it didn't make anything at the box office. It
Yeah.
just became a cult classic, which I think this is on track to do that now because in its second week, it dropped 52.7%.
That's not
Damn.
good.
And it, on a budget of 150 million, not including promotion.
So we won't
It's
get
only
a,
made 60.9.
So
right
we get
now.
a sequel with Ryan Gosling old in like 20 years.
Yeah, dude,
30 years.
that's-
It's just
probably what's
I
gonna
tell you what,
happen.
it's just hard to tread. Those are beloved films, and it's just hard when you revisit it 30 years later. You know what I mean? It's like
I mean,
it's really hard to do.
How did you feel about Tron?
Tron? So I was super excited to see it because I grew up on that as well. And when I went to the theater, I love the aesthetic of the lights and the synth and everything about it.
That soundtrack, though.
The soundtrack is amazing, but I was disappointed because I didn't think they quite mastered this whole CG face of
Jeff Bridges.
that really
Yeah.
took me out of
I
it.
feel like
Yeah.
that was at the very beginning of
Really?
this,
Because
though.
I remember watching it being like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Nowadays, you have fucking what they call the Benjamin
Benjamin
Button
Button
technology, but it's like we've all this cool shit
Yeah.
where especially Marvel uses it a lot, where it's like
Yeah.
de-aging things.
Yeah. So I liked it a lot.
Oh
I
yeah,
just-
like
it's
when they had Downey Jr. in fucking Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When he was like, I
that was
like,
actually crazy, creepy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was unbelievably good.
I was
Yeah.
like, I've seen that guy at that
And-
age.
and-
That's what he looks like.
That's
and
what he
in-
looks like in Weird Science.
in Rogue One, they had that old
Grand Moff Tarkin?
yeah, and I thought they had an actor wear makeup because I didn't even know that's what they
It was
did.
pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what people.
Anyway,
this
sorry.
is the age.
We're
This is
gonna-
the age that we're in now. People are judging that. Oh, it doesn't look real. Shut the fuck up.
It looks
that
amazing.
so fucking
It
good.
looks so good.
Well, anyway, so that's the only thing that took you out of that.
yeah,
that
that's the
movie.
only thing. I really enjoyed the film.
I
just
really
was like,
loved that movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and
I
I had there
felt
was
like I
so
was
many
one of
people
the people.
talking shit about it. And I was like, I loved. Like, I bought.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy it on Blu-ray and
I
like
loved
have it.
it.
Home. I
I
think I did buy it and I lost it. I don't know what the fuck
Revisiting
happened
that
to it, but-
world for me was just
It was dope.
amazing.
It
I was
was
gonna say
so cool.
we had a poster, but it
it's
fell
all
down.
gone now.
Fell down.
I love
No,
everything
them.
about Tron. I love everything about that. I actually love music that's like that really dark synth
Yeah.
that comes
Yeah.
from that film. I love that a lot
Daft
too.
Punk.
So yeah.
That's one of the few things that it's on my iPod, and I just fucking drive to it.
Yeah, I'll
So,
drive to the soundtrack of Tron.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I think I've told you the story before. I remember when I went to go see Tron because I loved the movie too. Everyone I went with hated it. Fuck them. I don't hang out with them anymore.
Fuck those guys. I disowned them after that.
Yeah.
But
Well, we're
I-
talking about Tron Legacy,
But I remember,
the sequel,
and we're
right?
talking about the soundtrack, and I remember the one scene where like Daft Punk shows up.
Yeah.
You know, people clapped.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, whatever. Then remember after the movie, I went to the bathroom, taking a piss, and then like,
And everyone's doing coke.
yeah,
No, he's
No, I
peeing
hear
next
these-
to Daft Punk.
I hear these two guys are like, why did everybody clap when they showed those DJs? Like, who were they?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to cry. Like, they're not like unknown DJs.
I guess, but it's kind of not that. If they're not in that world, a lot of people went
Yeah.
to see that movie because they knew that Daft Punk.
No, I'm with
Did
you.
the
Fuck
score.
those guys.
Yeah.
They're dicks for not knowing it.
I don't think that's that bad.
And
No.
well, I there's so many films that get hate that I'm always like, I don't know if you guys ever do this, but you watch a film and you're like, you finally see it at home, and then you go on Facebook and you just search the film and you see what other people, like your friends and people you know, wrote about it. And like for me, I totally missed the Baby Driver window when it came out,
did you?
and
That
I
was
just
good,
recently,
too.
I just recently saw it, and I
watched the
fucking
bootleg of it, yeah.
loved
It's
it.
amazing.
Right?
I
That movie was
loved it,
fucking
and I went on
amazing.
Facebook and I typed in Baby Driver, and I saw these dicks just tearing it apart,
shitting on it,
just shitting on it, and going like it didn't know what it wanted to be, and it was over the top. And I was like, "Have you ever seen an Edgar Wright movie, dude?
Yeah.
Like, are you out of your mind?" I thought it was.
It was perfect.
I thought it was perfect. I was like, "This movie is so good."
Even like just the fucking opening sequence.
Yes,
with, like baby
the
walking to
first-
get
So good,
coffee.
yeah.
The first-
It's amazing. I
the,
loved
the
it.
fact
Well, the
that
fir-
lyrics
lyrics-
are written on the trees and
Yeah.
the walls, I was like, "This is incredible."
Yeah.
Yeah.
To this
so
day,
cool.
Scott Pilgrim is one of my favorite
Oh,
comic book movies.
absolutely. I love everything Edgar Wright does. And if you like Edgar Wright, our movie House Harker is similar in style to the cut and pacing. So,
Hey, there we go.
there you go.
Boom.
Call back.
Call back.
Call back.
Yeah.
I had a bloody good time at House
House
Harker.
Harker on
Oh, really?
Amazon.
Available on Amazon.
I wish I had a T-shirt that said that.
Right? Maybe you guys will get one.
All
right,
right,
well,
let's move on. We're on number 2 here, you guys. Let's keep moving.
We're still on number 2.
We've
All right,
rehearsed-
I was
we've
gonna
rehearsed-
I was
we
gonna
rehearsed
ask
this
I was
very
gonna
well.
ask another question that was probably gonna do like it was probably gonna be like another 30-minute
another
discussion.
tangent.
Now I
But,
want to hear it though.
which Indiana Jones movie?
Okay, so I am almost 40, so it's always going to boil down to the first one for me.
Really?
Yeah, just
All right.
because I saw it in the theater
I just
as a
it's just-
kid.
yeah, I always have because for me, Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
What? So who's your favorite?
But my favorite Indiana Jones is Temple of Doom.
Thank you. All right, I'm the same
Yeah.
way. Like I fucking love Temple of Doom.
Now-
but mostly because I watched, kind of the same thing. I watched it as a kid. I watched both. I watched all 3 as a kid.
Yeah.
And Last Crusade always
Because there is no other one after that. There's only 3.
Agreed. You cannot acknowledge the fourth.
Yeah. What
Oh,
the fuck?
yeah.
Shia LaBeouf.
So I had this discussion. It was like on Facebook, and I realized I have a favorite, and then my friend had a favorite, and then another friend had the third favorite, and I was like, no one likes fucking Last Crusade. Come on now. And apparently a lot of people like that
Well,
movie
no, so
too.
Raiders of the Lost Ark is has its place in my heart, just like the first Star Wars, like it's the first of the franchise. Temple of Doom, when I was a kid, that was like when we're talking about nightmares. Like
Yeah.
the first time you saw a guy rip
his
out
heart.
heart out,
Yeah.
we were all just kids going, ah! like just so freaked out. So to this day, I still think the movie is amazing, but it brings back a lot of terror and fear from my childhood.
Okay.
But I love Temple of Doom. I don't mind Last Crusade. It's still, for me, it's the most.
I think to this day I've never watched Last Crusade without falling asleep.
Well, here's. I was raised super religious, and so when I was very religious as a kid, Last Crusade was like, oh, nice. They're talking about my
They're talking about
Lord.
the Holy Grail.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
all that shit,
exactly.
right?
You're like, oh, Jesus is being mentioned in this. This is great. So you are excited about it from that standpoint when you come from that mindset. But I think now, in hindsight, you do kind of go, oh, I don't know. if
Yeah,
it's
no,
the
it's a great.
strongest of the three.
I think I watched it with my dad.
Yeah.
Junior, 10 years ago.
Sean Connery walking around, Junior.
Yeah, but what about you? What's your?
No,
it's
Temple of Doom.
That's
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
Temple of Doom.
yeah, yeah.
Like I fell off of Last Crusade because when I was in middle school, whenever it was a rainy day, we watched Last Crusade every fucking time from 6th grade to 8th grade. Whenever it rained.
So
the
tired
the
of
teacher
this.
kept the 2 good ones. That's why.
No, the one. It was just the
No, I
Last
know she had
Crusade.
the other ones at home. She
Oh,
just,
probably.
She had she had that one at school.
But it was just always the Last Crusade.
Yeah. All right. That's all I wanted to ask.
So
Is that-
basically, your teacher chose poorly.
There you go.
I just wanted to ask that one because it became a huge discussion on Facebook for me and a few
did
friends
it?
the other
Nice,
day. Yeah, because
nice.
I was like, fuck that Temple of Doom, dudes. Like, well, come on.
Take the
I'm
Temple
like,
of
I'll
Doom.
fight all of you right
when
now.
they're eating like the monkey brains and shit in the
Yeah, the
beginning.
monkey
man.
brains and the
Yeah.
Man,
what?
terror.
And
The,
the whole
soup with the eyeballs in
Oh
it.
Yeah,
God!
and
And, his arm through the
the
thing,
thing with the worms. Yeah.
God damn it!
Yeah, and then that's when he goes.
Pedialyte.
He finds that secret passageway from his room, and they go like it's nothing but spider webs and fucking bugs and stuff.
Terrifying.
I mean, like there's so many memorable moments in that one that I think they, I don't know. That's what they incorporated in the ride at Disneyland.
Yeah,
It's-
right.
It's mostly from Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
Is it called the Temple of Doom?
no, it's called Indiana Jones Adventure.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because it's like its own thing.
Gotcha. All right. Or it's like the Temple of the Forbidden Idol or something like that. That's why.
Is that what it is?
Not the name of the ride, but when they go in there, they call the place the Temple of something, and I think it's the Temple of the Forbidden Idol. All right. Number 3, actually a movie. Well, I want to see all 3 of these movies, but this is the one that I would actually just be very interested in seeing because I haven't seen a Jackie Chan movie in a long time.
Oh my God, it's Jackie
The Foreigner?
The Foreigner.
Oh, it looks dope.
It looks so good.
I know
fucking
nothing
good.
about this. I don't
Really?
think. Yeah, I've somehow missed every trailer. But I mean, Jackie Chan, you can't go wrong.
Dude,
I mean,
it's
just
how
that's a
about
popcorn
old
film.
Jackie Chan kicking ass?
That sounds
Think
great.
old Jackie
I'm
Chan.
on board.
Pissed off old Jackie Chan.
Count me in.
Replace Liam Neeson in Taken movies.
Oh
with
shit!
Jackie
So it's
Chan?
like a serious take
Yeah,
on
it's like
Jackie
that.
Chan?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no comedy
Yeah.
in these trailers whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just pissed
Stone
off.
face. Yeah. Like,
Okay, so
nice.
this is on the trailer. I'm just going to run down the premise of the trailer. He drops his daughter off somewhere, and I guess there was a political bombing in that building.
Oh, so this is like Taken. It's
Yeah.
his daughter, and
But
so
she's dead.
but she's dead.
There's,
She's
there's no getting her back.
He's like collateral
this is-
damage. with
okay.
Arnold.
Okay.
What was that one? What was that one with Kevin Bacon? Where
Kevin Bacon, where it's a remake. It was a
Tremors.
remake. No, remake where he's the revenge. It's the
revenge movie? Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
remake, and I can't remember what it's called. But
Wait, with
yes,
Kevin
yes.
Bacon?
No, yes, Kevin Bacon, and he's doing the Charles Bronson character from the early
Yes,
'80s,
yes,
which is
yes.
which is I will go and kill everybody,
who killed my son.
who
Yeah.
killed my son.
Yeah. So this is Jackie
I'm gonna
Chan.
figure that one out.
I
Hold
can't
on.
remember what movie that is, but yeah.
This is Jackie Chan full on revenge. Like there's no coming back because you can't save his daughter's dead.
Yeah.
This is not Liam Neeson where it's like
sounds
I
good.
have to save my daughter. It's my
Yeah.
daughter's dead and I'm about to kill
I'm gonna
everybody.
fuck everybody
Fuck
up.
everybody
Yeah.
up. Jackie Chan style.
It looks dope, man.
Yeah. Count me in.
So that came in at number 3 in its opening weekend, 13 mil. Budget was 35 mil, so it might do
Yeah, right, make
well.
us
I
move
mean,
it. Probably gonna
give
do
us
great
time.
in China.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
But I definitely want to check that one out. And then this is actually very, very impressive. It is still number 4 in its 6th week.
See, I'm not, dude. I called these numbers last week, and you made fun of me.
I don't think so. I don't think that's a thing.
And you made fun. I said it would actually be number 3. So
Oh.
because you told me what was coming out, and I said the fucking Death Day movie is going to be number 1,
Uh-huh.
and then I don't know what I said. What was number 2?
Death Wish, by the
Blade-
way, was the name of the
Blade
film.
Runner.
Death Wish.
Death Wish was the film
Death
that
Wish.
Charles Bronson did, and then Kevin Bacon redid. So Death
right.
Wish.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, so it goes Happy Death Day, Blade Runner, The Foreigner, It, and then The Mountain Between Us with Idris Elba.
Oh, I said that was going to be second.
Alba.
But yeah, anyway.
Idris Elba.
Fuck you either way.
Fair enough. All right, moving on. So, if you do intend on going to see the movies this weekend, judging
coming out?
by what's coming out, go see one of the movies that I just said.
Go see it.
Go see it.
Yeah, because
definitely.
what is coming out this weekend?
So
Nothing
what,
good?
we have Wonderstruck, which I literally
The fuck
I
is that?
follow.
I know nothing about that.
Nor do I, and I follow this stuff. A story of a young boy in the Midwest is told simultaneously with a tale about a young girl in New York from 50 years ago as they both seek the same mysterious connection.
And he
That
fucks-
told me nothing. And they fucked
he
so many
fucks
dudes.
So many dudes.
So many dudes are fucked in that movie.
Also coming out,
The Snowman. Yes. I
Oh,
did-
that looks good. That actually looks
That's-
good.
Is it feels kind of David Finchery. Is it David Fincher?
No,
No.
Thomas Alfredson.
Yeah.
I've never heard of him before, but I
Murder-
saw this.
kinda-
It looks kind of cool.
Kind of Seven in the Snow, if you will, right?
Zodiac.
Michael Fassbender is good in anything I've ever seen him. However, the movie around him can be
Not
great.
good,
right?
right? He's a good actor, but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he can be in a bad project.
But yeah, so you have Michael Fassbender, Chloe Sevigny, Rebecca Ferguson in this like horror thriller type of thing, drama mystery thing, and then the only thing I actually have heard of, two of them, I guess. I also wouldn't recommend. First off, Tyler Perry's Boo
Oh, jeez.
2.
Guaranteed that movie's gonna be number 1.
That's number
Yeah,
1. That's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
number 1.
Number one.
that horse shit. Like the the one that came out, the first one.
Hey, those are
made,
your
like,
people, man.
Fuck. It's so annoying. I wish
Can you talk to Tyler about this?
I wish I could. I'm gonna call Tyler on the phone. Like, stop making this.
You all
horse
know
shit.
each other, right?
Yeah.
That's how that
Oh
works.
God! Because I think the first one made like 35 million and beat out like a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Why?
Who the fuck
Are we
is going to
still
see these movies?
Goddamn
Who is going?
black people. Because
But
they're
not
just
you.
like-
Not you.
me. No, because they're just like we got to stick together.
I
and
wanna talk
support.
to the- I
And
wanna
I'm like,
talk
I
to the-
get it, but not for this shit. Like I'm tired of
Yeah.
these goddamn movies.
I want to talk to a
Worse.
group of black people that do not like Tyler Perry films. That's what I want. I want an interview with a group full of black people.
Well, you
like,
got one.
We are not on board for this at all.
What are
yeah.
your feelings on Tyler Perry?
It's like, oh, like good for you, man.
No,
you
it's-
made it, but just like, god damn it, I'm
Calm it
tired
down.
of it.
Medea boo Halloween.
Yeah.
I don't. I think I'm just more against like so many like comedic actors being dressed like fat women. I don't.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
get it.
It's like, let the fat women have the roles.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Kind of. Yes.
Come on.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Give
you
Kathy
ima-
Bates a movie, guys.
Can you imagine?
Well, she's doing just fine.
She's doing fine. I'm sorry.
Fat bitches need roles too.
Yeah.
Melissa
Hashtag
McCarthy.
fat
Melissa
woman.
McCarthy. Melissa McCarthy.
Hashtag fat bitches too.
Fat bitches too. I would go see that movie. Fat bitches too.
Just Melissa McCarthy, Tyler Perry.
That movie's gonna get made.
I love that there's a fat.
Wait, so
bitches
which dude
too.
is dressed up like Melissa McCarthy?
Yeah, no, there can't be a fat. No, there
there's
can't be
not-
a fat
there's not
bitches
a-
one.
no, it just goes
It's
straight
got
to
it
fat
straight
bitches.
to two.
No,
Everyone's on the internet like, where is
No,
the
they're
first
just gonna
one?
flip the roles. Like Tyler Perry's gonna be playing Melissa McCarthy.
Yeah.
and Melissa McCarthy's gonna be playing
Playing-
Medea.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's gonna
So,
thing that's
wait.
gonna end racism forever.
Yeah.
Wasn't that an old Cosby movie? Isn't
Yes,
there?
Leonard Part 6.
That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Leonard Part
yeah.
6 was a film that there is only Leonard Part
Leonard
6.
Part 6, yeah.
So when you're watching the film, they reference the other films in
But
the
they-
opening,
yeah,
and you're
they
like,
never
there was
happened.
never another
Yeah.
film. And so, you know, it makes sense because everybody was asleep for the first 5. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bop.
You know to think about making sequels.
You gotta work on the 6th
You gotta work on the 6th movie and then you go back to the first 5.
God.
Leonard Part 1, she's still asleep.
But like, why though?
But why did we do this?
What?
All right, sorry.
The other two that are coming out. Fucking okay. You guys like disaster movies?
They're still going.
Disaster movies? You mean like Humpcast episode right now?
Oh God.
Yeah.
You mean like Medea 2? Medea Boo?
Fat bitches too.
With Medea and Melissa McCarthy.
Oh God.
With a cameo by Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Oh, shit. Oh, you gotta hit the button on that thing. What happened?
Oh damn! Storage almost full. That's always
Just put, yeah. There.
Back.
Fuck, dude. Oh, shit.
You guys like King Leonidas?
Yeah, I like
Yeah?
that guy.
Sure.
Yeah,
If you like Sparta.
If you like Sparta, let's go ahead and put Gerard Butler in a fucking
This movie looks like...
it's called Geostorm, bro.
Oh, Gio.
This
Oh,
movie,
my God.
you remember, what was it on fucking
Jeez.
Tropic Thunder?
Yeah, the fake trailers
Yeah.
at the beginning.
It
Yeah.
looks like a fake trailer.
Yeah, it
It's Geostorm.
It's like, what would happen if we started controlling all of the weather with a satellite?
It does look like a fake trailer.
But something went wrong.
Yeah.
But something.
And the only person that could save us is King Leonidas playing a scientist.
As a handsome 40-year-old man.
is weather.
What I love is that he's playing a scientist, though.
Of course.
He's a
Of
scientist.
course.
He's a scientist.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy definitely went to a lot of college.
Yeah.
I went to all the college.
Yeah, he
He went to all the
he
colleges.
kicked all those tests in the face. This is difficult.
Oh God.
Oh god, it's amazing.
Rounding that out, you have a movie called Only the Brave. It's based on the true story of Granite Mountain Hotshots, a group of elite firefighters risk everything to protect a town from a historic wildfire. What the fuck? Great
happened?
cast, but I've never
Oh, is
even
that the one
heard
with
of this
Josh
shit.
Brolin?
Josh
Yeah, the
Brolin,
firefighter.
Miles Teller, Jeff Bridges, Jennifer Connelly, but I've never heard of this
Yeah,
shit.
but we live in California. We're on fire right
Yeah,
now.
it's
I'm
always
not
on
in the
fire.
mood.
Dude, I literally-
Too soon. Too soon.
Dude, I literally,
Bad taste.
I literally drove through a fire yesterday on the
Right?
60 freeway.
I drove home and the mountain by my town was on fire.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
like
yeah, I don't
now-
want to see this movie.
The freeway
Yeah.
was on fire. There was was like the shoulder, and there was a giant fire, and they were just like, just keep going, we got this. Like we're
all good, guys.
Yeah,
It's like, imagine the pitch room. Imagine this guy going in front of a bunch of executives, and he's like, "Guys, I have a great movie. Everything's on fire." And then you cut to the room, and they're all on fire. And they're like, "I don't see why we.
Why is that funny?
I don't know why we would tell this story."
Yeah, this is probably not going to do that well in LA. At least. Yeah.
maybe in Wisconsin where it's snowing right
Yeah,
now.
Exactly.
They're like, "What is fire?"
What's fine?
They're like,
What is
"Ooh,"
fire?
watching the movie. They're all,
Oh shit, so warm.
What a fucking horseshit lineup. We got Medea, Geostorm, and
And
so
a
go
Firefighter
watch,
the movie.
all the
Well, they
previous
chose-
films.
they chose the right week.
I'm saying go
Yeah,
check out
guys.
Blade Runner, go check out The Foreigner,
Go see It.
and maybe Happy Death Day.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess.
do it.
It's probably not bad.
Go see it.
Yeah,
And just go see it again.
go see it.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. First story of the day: Netflix might spend $8 billion on content in 2018, including
Holy shit.
80 million. 80
Original films.
80 original films, which is fucking
Starring
that's
Adam
odd.
Sandler.
Jesus.
Well, here's the thing. There was an article
Because
recently.
contracts. No.
There was an article recently about how they're hemorrhaging money. Like Netflix
Yeah, I
has
saw
lost
that.
a lot of money because
Yeah.
they keep spending on all these shows. That's the crazy thing. It's like, but when you read the article, everybody who's invested into Netflix is like, yeah, we're fine with that. We're fine with losing all this money
Because it's not lost. You have to think about how the business works. Yes, the money's going away,
Yeah.
but it's all due to them creating more content, which
Right.
in turn creates more income.
Right. Yeah.
And that's why right now the shareholders for Netflix are happy as fuck.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about the articles. It talks about how much money is being spent and how much they're not getting much back, but all the people invested are like, yeah, we're fine with it because it's all
It's an
coming back.
investment.
It's tenfold.
Exactly, and that's what investors realize. This is not, oh, I'm gonna go spend $1 and make $2
Right,
immediately. This is, I'm gonna go spend $10
And get,
probably
like-
lose all of it real quick.
Yeah, and then
But
get
next-
$100 million.
I'll get $100 million dollars later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shows on Netflix. Did you guys see Ozark?
No, I was
Okay,
gonna
so
start
I
watching
just
that.
finished that recently, and it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. If you like things like Breaking Bad, it's along the same lines as that. And then Glow. Did you see Glow?
I fucking love
I
Glow.
saw-
I fucking loved
Glow
Glow.
was
I saw
amazing.
Two scenes of the first episode, and that was it.
Really?
Allison Brie.
Alison Brie did.
Well, you gotta keep going because,
know.
like,
No, no,
honestly,
it's so funny.
it
It's
is
such
a
a great show.
fun show, and it's probably Mark Maron's greatest thing
Mark
he's ever
Maron
done.
is amazing.
He,
in
he
it.
steals the
He's
show.
So great.
He's so great in that, and it's really, really good. So,
and he looks like 80s Stan Lee.
yeah, he really does. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, such a good reference to that. That's
yeah,
great.
like if they ever do a Stanley like biopic in around
Yeah,
the
do
80s,
Mark
like,
Maron.
Give Mark
Yeah.
Maron.
Yeah, the shittiest
solid.
part about my life right now is that like I want to watch all of this, but
Totally.
I try and keep so busy
Yeah.
that I never have time to watch any of this. I wake up, the only thing I'll watch is YouTube videos while I eat, and then I'm out the door. And
Yeah.
I'm fucking doing stuff.
I'm the same way. I there's too much content to watch. I can't keep up with anything. And so you have to kind of pick and choose what your favorite thing is, you know,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to do. I get
Yeah,
it.
and now fucking Netflix is spending $8 billion on content. And,
Well,
there's gonna be more for us to have to like decide whether we're gonna be able to watch it or not.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, we're gonna watch it.
For sure. But think about 80 original films, not to mention their actual TV series, not to mention all the stuff they already have.
Yeah,
Um,
but it's smart on them. Like
crazy.
like you were saying, it's an investment. I mean, I think Netflix is doing everything right. And then we were even talking about before. I don't remember where I read the story, but I saw their numbers for new subscriptions. It was like 3 million more than what they had projected in their time frame.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and so you got to think just those extra 3 million they weren't expecting to get. $9.99 a month. That's $30 million you're getting a month. You know, from
That's
new
right.
people.
When are they supposed to up the rates?
I don't know.
I don't know when it takes effect, but I know they announced it already, which is actually smart on their part for not doing it that much. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I out of all of the services right now,
I gotta say, I kind of was like hesitant on stopping my DVD service
what the fuck is DVD service? What is this bullshit?
because I was doing. I mean, when I joined
What's a DVD?
when I
We
joined,
it was just the DVDs.
well, yeah, they had streaming, but they didn't have much.
Yeah.
So like you could watch shows or whatever that was like had that deal. Like they were just starting out, so like they didn't have like that much content.
yeah, their biggest thing was like when they had a contract with Stars.
Yeah, so there were a lot of cool movies and stuff, but then
Yeah,
it was
Spartacus,
like, but it was
that
like
was
if
my
I
favorite show for a while.
it was like if I wanted to watch a show, like I needed to order the first. I mean, now all of Breaking Bad's on there.
Yeah.
I had to watch Breaking Bad to catch up. I had to order the DVDs
Oh, really?
from fucking Netflix. So when that show was still on, I watched like the first 3 seasons by watching them 3 at a time because I had to get the fucking discs.
You know what was shit? And I don't know if they changed this or not, but I watched shows that certain episodes were only on discs.
Yeah.
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 So like, I remember I was like binge watching Hercules and Xena, just because it was like a childhood thing.
You know the SpongeBob SquarePants?
And then the last 2 episodes of both the season or the series,
Yeah.
only on disc. I'm
What?
like, are you
The
kidding me?
last 2 episodes?
The last two episodes of both Hercules and Xena were
Yeah, where
only
the
on
fuck
disc.
is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dicks.
Dicks.
Shit about.
I don't know. But
Even SpongeBob's pilot you can't get on streaming.
Oh, really?
Any streaming service.
no.
You have to own that first press. For some reason they discontinued the pilot. So that first episode where he gets hired at the Krusty Krab, you can't fucking get it unless you have that first fucking press of the first season.
That's weird.
SpongeBob. Ah.
That's good.
Ah.
That's
it's
good.
pretty good.
Look at this guy. All right, but yeah, so I'm like,
Look at this guy.
look at this guy over here. No, but I don't know, the one thing I did want to say, this is really ushering in like how important these streaming services are. I touched on it earlier when I was talking about Amazon and Hulu and Netflix, but they are legitimately becoming the big networks now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they were back in the day. It was CBS, it was NBC, it was Fox, it was all that stuff. Now you have Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon. I don't need to go anywhere else.
Exactly.
No, but what I'm afraid of happening is everybody trying to do a streaming service,
Which I
where-
hate right now.
Which is like,
like
isn't that
Disney-
what Disney about
Disney's
to
trying to
Yeah.
do it. CBS is trying to do it, and it's just like we just need a centralized thing, you know, where I don't, or like the cable companies need to fucking figure their shit out because I'm not gonna pay for 80 channels I don't watch.
Yeah.
If they did like a pick and choose, like, yo, these are the channels I want to watch, I'll pay for fucking this, instead of just like, here's your package, these are your channels.
It's just kind of it's kind of fucked for the consumer because like back when it was just like you got basic cable, you got then you had to pay extra for pay-per-view or whatever, right? But you had cable and pay-per-view, like that's all you had. Like now it's if I want this, like I gotta pay fucking $10 a month for that. Now if I want that, like I gotta pay $10 a month for that shit, and then I gotta pay like it's kind of fucked because you have to have all these different things.
That's why-
and then you're eventually paying what, like $100 a month for 10 different services because you just want that one show
That's
from that
why
one fucking thing.
I cut my cable. I actually now just do Hulu, Amazon, and Netflix,
Yeah.
and I don't do anything else. And for like, so I have an HD antenna hooked up to my TV, and that's how I can get NBC, CBS, ABC.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I like if you're not a serious sports junkie, you can get away with it. But I saved a ton when I got off of the 800 channel cable packages that I didn't even watch.
I
All
was
that
saying,
shit
you don't
anymore.
watch majority of the channels.
I think the weirdest thing is like now I've seen within my lifetime the content creation shift. The paradigm has shifted completely, right? So when I was a kid, what was on TV and films was untouchable. You can't even get close to that. And then with the introduction of things like YouTube and whatnot, you saw people making content. But the problem was people were making it big on YouTube. It's still not great. Like the story wasn't there. Their quality was getting good. Their effects were good, but the storytelling wasn't there.
Yeah.
But then you have things like Netflix and Hulu and Amazon where people who are making really great stuff are getting a chance, like Stranger Things. Those are guys who are rejected 20, 30 times by networks. Everybody says no, and they get a chance. Or the It's Always Sunny guys get rejected, you get a chance. So I've seen within my lifetime this shift from it's like you're behind the Iron Curtain, you're behind the velvet rope, you can't get over there. And now that's really the lines are getting blurred. It's got to be
accessible now.
exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting for young people
No,
who
that's-
are creating stuff.
And that's true. I mean, and that's one of the positives. But like I said, it kind of sucks for the consumer.
it does.
But
It does because you're caught up in the, what's good and what's not.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm given garbage, and I got to find the good stuff in it. Because you know how many times you've been on Netflix and you can scroll for an hour until
Yeah.
you find something halfway decent to
yeah.
watch.
Yeah.
It's a lot of shit out
true.
there.
Yeah. Plus, and this is the weird thing. Like you say, it sucks for the consumer, but I mean, it's actually good in the sense that you have so many options. The only thing is, people actually hate an
Having
overabundance.
options.
I find that so mind blowing.
That's no for me. I'm like that. Like I'm like
hate
just
having
I'm like,
options.
Yeah.
I don't hate having options. I just like I'm like
overwhelming.
No, I get it,
I
dude.
have-
I get it.
I have so many. Like I get upset. Like I'm like I have Hulu, Netflix. Like what do I'll put on Netflix and then I'm like, well, what do we want to watch? And then
Like, I don't know, 100,000 things.
there's so many fucking things to watch. I don't know.
didn't think that. I didn't think that was a thing. But at my job, we actually have like a bunch of options, and people will legit get pissed at me. Like I'm like, what? They're like, I don't know. You pick. I'm like,
It's not how this works.
it's not how this, what do you want?
Oh, yeah.
And more than 30 beer taps and they get overwhelmed, or more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Well, that's because those people are retarded.
Yeah, those
so-
people are just
Yeah.
assholes. Like, if you walk into the bar, like, oh, make me something special, or like, I don't know what's
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah,
no,
we'll
what the
dip a
fuck?
bu-
You're
I'll-
an adult.
I'll
and
put a
know what you
pube in
like
it.
to drink. Like,
That comes down to people who can make decisions and those who
Yeah.
can't.
Yeah.
Like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're like, what do you want to eat? And they're like, I don't know. That's like the worst.
Yeah.
That's the absolute worst.
But
you
if
want
you-
somebody who can
yeah.
contribute to the conversation.
Exactly. But if you think about it, and I've even suffered this myself, on Netflix, there's so many options that even if I find something that I actually like, I'm like, oh, but I like that too.
Yeah.
Oh, but then there's that.
Exactly.
Oh, but and then I end
then
up
I'm
not
just
even watching
scro-
anything.
Yeah,
because
then I
I'm
just-
wasting
then I
my
just go to
time.
sleep.
Or you
Listen
want,
to-
you watch
listen
the
to a
first 10
fucking
minutes
podcast.
of 5 different things. Have you ever done that? Have you watched the first 10 minutes of something, you're like, let's move on to something else.
next one.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I want to watch that, but I'm kind of tired, but I
Yeah.
guess I'll fall asleep to this.
I've
Yeah.
watched
You know.
18 comedy specials in one night, but the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
of each, just
Right.
no, I just want to see the
Yeah,
opening.
well,
bit.
I do that with comedy specials because I'm like, let's see how much I laugh in the first like 10
Yes,
minutes.
and then you move
then-
on.
Yeah, and then I'm like, if it sucks, then I'll just turn it off.
Yeah,
Like,
totally.
All right. Well, let's move on from that. Oh shit! I'm gonna sneeze.
Zibbity, zibbity.
No, it's gone.
Pew, pew, pew.
All good. All right, so let's get into some trailers that we watched recently dropped this week. We have a few. The first one we're going to talk about is the New Mutants. So real quick rundown on this. Fox owns the rights to the X-Men series. This is a little branch off of this, if you're unfamiliar with the title. And this is what I believe to be one of the very first horror genre comic book movies in this era. So we're not counting like Blade and all the other stuff. That was the beginning of comic book movies.
I haven't heard anything
actually
about
being
this.
it.
So
Yeah,
You haven't
actually,
heard New
no,
Mutants?
no.
We didn't watch
I
the
thought
trailer, Garrett.
I swear I thought I asked you.
No.
I have not
After
seen
we
this one.
watched, you brought it up, but
Son of a gun. All right.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about the trailer, but let's talk about the concept then. This is essentially the trailer takes place 100%. It looks like in what looks like a mutant asylum. Where
This is a Netflix show?
no, this is full on
it's a new
theaters. This
Oh,
is-
feature.
This is
This is a feature
feature
film.
This is feature film. This is by Fox, who owns the rights to X-Men and in turn all the mutants of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, gotcha.
This is a film that takes place in an
this-
asylum for mutants,
And
but
this all-
young mutants.
This has nothing to do with their Gifted show on Fox.
No, which is interesting because they have released, Gifted and a bunch of other stuff. Like they're really doubling down on this whole mutant thing, but this is not seemingly not tying into the main X-Men universe or main X-Men storylines.
What
but it
fucking
is in that
universe?
universe.
Yeah.
Whatever universe they decided they wanted on that time.
Which one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hate that you guys didn't see it, but it's a really
Sorry.
interesting trailer.
Is Michael Fassbender in it?
Not that I
No.
know of.
Okay.
No,
But think of the
I didn't
concept.
watch it if there's no Wolverine, bro.
This is a horror. This is a horror film. The trailer is in the format of a horror trailer, and it's essentially think about you being a young, scared mutant with your powers being something that you don't know how it works. You've hurt people.
Like puberty.
Yeah, puberty.
Yeah.
But like if you could kill someone with puberty.
Yeah, hashtag new mutants.
Oh, I
Yeah.
could kill somebody with my puberty, dude.
Yeah. I shot an eye out.
Yeah. What do you guys think of the concept of it? Like, would you
No,
be
it's
interested
cool.
in something like that?
I mean, definitely. I
like
it. Just my take on all this shit. Like, I want Marvel to have all the rights to everything. That's the only thing that bothers me with any shit. But
But what I like about it, it's deviating from your normal.
yeah,
superhero movie,
exactly.
you know?
As long as Wolverine's not in it, it could be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no sign of Wolverine. That's what I'm saying. Like no sign of any prior.
I mean, we got
X-Men.
Logan. We got Logan, and we should just stop with Hugh Jackman. I
Oh,
think.
yeah.
I mean, like,
that was
that's-
supposed to be his last one.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
supposed to be his
then
last
that's
one.
it.
That was a good movie, though.
Great.
Yeah, it was great.
So good.
great.
Yeah.
They're gonna find a way to milk him back into the series.
You think so?
I
Yeah,
think so. At some point of like a cameo or something.
Not for a
They're
while.
not just gonna
I
let him
mean,
go.
That movie.
He was their cash cow.
That
like-
movie
Yeah.
was outstanding.
Well,
So good.
that's basically what
Yeah,
they're
but how
doing.
long did it take for them to finally do an outstanding X-Men movie?
I know. It's
Fucking
very,
like 20
very,
years.
Very true. That was the first movie that got Wolverine right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, that's the guy I read in comics when I was a kid.
I mean, in the first movie, sort of.
Yeah.
The second one was really good. I really like X-Men United.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then 3, dog shit.
3 was kind of
Dog
shit.
That's Bryan Singer, isn't it?
No, that was
who did 3?
Fucking Rush Hour. Brett Ratner.
Oh, Brett Ratner.
Yeah,
Ugh,
Brett
fuck
Ratner.
that guy.
Yeah.
Ugh, the worst.
Yeah, they really fucked up the Phoenix on that one too.
Yeah, agreed.
Which they're gonna do a new take with Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones. Speaking
Good
of,
choice for that.
Speaking of Game of Thrones, Macy Williams from Game of Thrones is in this movie.
Yeah, she's magic.
Yeah.
She's great.
So Ryan doesn't
Big
matter.
fan.
Ryan doesn't watch Game of Thrones, but
No,
No.
but I'll
Yeah, I
watch
don't
this
either.
movie.
Maisie
You know
is
me, dude. Like,
fantastic.
I'll still go fucking watch anything X-Men, anything.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna. That's the one time I go to the movies every
Yeah.
month, or if it's a horror movie I want to see. Like I said,
Yeah.
but just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go, and then if I hate it, I hate it. But
Yeah.
I went. I'm
Yeah.
still going.
I'll show
hear
you
ya.
the trailer for it after the show. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting to me. One trailer I know for a fact that we all watched because we watched it right before this.
We did.
to make sure. Was motherfucking Black
Was
Panther.
it? Was it? I had a bloody good time at House
House Harker?
Harker.
It
That's
wasn't-
exactly what it is, Ryan.
Very good.
And we all enjoyed that. And we
Yes.
should have a film review up
We
within the
should.
next month.
We should. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Black
Panther.
Panther.
Black Panther for his full. I believe the first one was like a teaser trailer. This is a full-on trailer, and I fucking love
It was
this.
amazing.
It was
amazing.
amazing.
My first time seeing it was tonight, and I was literally speechless.
Really?
Once it
Oh,
was done.
yeah, it looks fucking amazing. I remember when I woke up and watched it. It is the blackest I've ever felt in my life.
Yeah, right?
In the, in the most in a positive way.
Me
In a
too.
positive
Me
way.
too, Steve. Me too. I felt so black, and I was like, I'm not even. I'm not even black. Yeah.
We're in Africa.
Yeah.
And Wakanda,
Yes, Wakanda,
and then
the
open up
music.
with they open up with Vince Staples, and then you had the Gil Scott, like the revolution will not be televised. I was like,
that mashup though was amazing.
yeah,
amazing.
it was great, and it looks amazing.
It does. Yeah,
I
it really
cannot
does.
wait for that movie.
And
And
like, Steve's been texting me like I found your outfit for
Yeah.
for when we go see and it's just like African garb.
It is on like, white
But it's like a fat white dude wearing like African garb. He's like you're gonna wear this when we go see fucking.
You look like
Black
Akeem
Panther.
in Coming to America.
Yeah.
So you don't know this, but or probably don't know, but they're deciding that they want to go see Black Panther together.
Okay.
Ryan wants to go to the blackest theater.
I think you
you
should.
possibly
Yeah.
find-
I think you
you
should.
possibly find with Steve and just.
I want to go to
Yeah.
South Central
Yeah.
and just because I want to know what the energy is gonna be like in there.
Oh, the
you know what I
energy is
mean?
going
gonna
to
be
You
amazing.
know what I really want to have happen? Like when they had when Wonder Woman first came out and they had the all women.
All women,
screening.
yeah.
They need to
They
have
gotta have like an
an all black
screening.
screening of Black Panther.
like that would be a lot
That's
of
definitely
fun.
going to happen. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but then all these crazy white people
White
are gonna
people?
complain about it.
Yeah.
What the fuck? That's
White-
fucking.
white
We
people
had
in
a
their-
fucking
in their-
all white
in their-
screening of
in
the
their
movie.
fedoras.
Shut
like,
up! No one's gonna.
We
do that.
want an all white screening of Captain America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a war criminal now.
No, I said this was going to be my outfit for Black Panther.
That's so good. That's so good.
Let me see.
That's so good. So many Malcolm X.
It's a Malcolm X Cosby sweater. That's fucking great.
It's fucking great.
Perfect.
Oh God.
I
Yeah,
want
it
that.
looks
I
amazing.
want that for me.
It looks
Yeah,
amazing.
no, but like everybody in that movie looks amazing. I mean, Chadwick Boseman, Michael B. Jordan looks like he's on a nice cycle of steroids.
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy
Like,
is
he looks
so
jacked.
not even just ripped. He's fucking like just big and ripped, and I was fucking like implant
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it looks crazy.
yeah, I was like, Jesus, I've never seen this
And
guy. look
what
this
about what's
imposing?
What's his
Right.
name? The dude that always does the fucking
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis. He's got like an arm now.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
got like
it was
he's got an
mechanical.
arm gun.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it was like a because
I mean, he doesn't have an arm
shit.
because Ultron ripped
Yeah,
his arm
ripped his
off.
arm
But
and
it's cool to see him play like somebody that's not
That's
CG'd
not a
into
fucking
film.
CGI. Yeah,
We
yeah,
can actually see
absolutely.
his face.
And I love what's his name, the guy who's from Sherlock and whatnot. The guy I
Oh
love
yeah,
that
yeah,
actor.
Bilbo.
Morgan Freeman.
Martin
Oh, yeah,
Freeman.
Martin
Freeman,
Freeman.
yeah.
I love that actor.
said Morgan
Yeah.
Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
Martin Freeman.
My wife wants to have sex with him. So
You guys would have Hobbit babies.
yeah,
It was funny. I saw this comment on Reddit. It's kind of a dad joke, but I thought it was funny. Someone like made a comment.
I
like,
love
Jacob
those.
loves
I
dad jokes.
I fucking love.
so
dad
it's like
jokes.
it's funny. They're like the only two white characters on the poster are
Martin Freeman.
Bilbo and Smeagol.
Yes.
And someone said, I don't know, it was like, you can say they're the Tolkien white guys.
That's not even a dad joke. That's fucking great.
That's great. That's perfect.
That's a fucking great
Yeah,
pun.
they made me laugh.
That's a great pun. No shame.
I love you sometimes, internet.
Yeah.
I do too, man.
And then all the other ones just on Black Twitter. It's like, I'm going to be dressed up like the King of Zamunda like for the premiere.
Yeah, I know, right? Hello, Babar.
Yeah.
as he
What was
said.
the one you sent me? One it was like nothing but soul food. It was like the buffet at the screening.
No, the
fucking-
concession
the
stand
concession
for
fucking
Black Panther.
and it was
Just
nothing-
collard greens and like mac and cheese.
When I was watching the trailer, it was like there's so many crossovers to Coming to America. The opening scene,
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
where he's got
yes,
the
yeah,
elephants and all that
absolutely.
stuff. I was like, somebody's gonna do a mashup for sure. Of like, hop on one foot, buck like a dog, a big dog. Like there's gotta be
The royal
somebody-
penis is clean,
Your Highness. There's gotta be one.
Speaking of
good.
Coming to America, they're fucking doing a sequel.
Are they?
Supposedly.
They should
Yeah.
not.
with
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy.
No,
it's him?
no, I didn't see like Eddie Murphy was in it.
He's not signed on yet.
yeah.
not.
I thought it was with Eddie Murphy.
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Well, it's not like he chooses quality products anymore.
Yeah, what was the
to
last
be a-
good movie he did? Like Dr. Dolittle, the first
Fucking-
one.
He's
And I was a
just-
kid.
Norbit, dude.
Yeah.
Some people were saying Bowfinger, but I've never seen it.
Bowfinger is
was- yeah,
fantastic.
Bowfinger's
That's
really
great
good.
movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Great movie.
Him and Steve Martin. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get on to another quality film, Blockers, or if you're from across the pond, Cock Blockers.
Yes, the UK title is Cock Blockers.
So I'm actually going to let you set this one up if you want, because I think you know a little bit more about this than I do.
Yeah. So this film was originally called The Pact, and the nicest way to put it, it's three parents of three daughters who the parents are trying to ruin their little special prom night bang.
Pact.
Yeah, they're packed to have sex. And it actually looks pretty funny. I actually was surprised when I watched it because John Cena surprises me every time he's in a film. I'm like, oh, this dude's actually kind of funny.
I'm surprised that you can see John Cena.
I know, right?
Yeah.
They covered his muscles.
Yeah.
Is John Cena going to be the new Rock?
Maybe so.
You think so? Do you think he'll hit that level? He's still early in his film career.
I don't
Do you
think he's
he'll
that
get to that
he
level.
doesn't have enough
Isn't that
charisma.
Yeah, the
No.
Rock's charisma is off the charts.
Off the chart.
Have you guys
Have you seen the first movies The Rock did?
Yeah, they're not that great.
Yeah.
You're right.
No,
Like
but
back,
his charisma was still there.
Have you seen The Marine though?
seen the Rundown with Sean William Scott and The Rock in the jungle? I mean, dude, yeah, you're right. I mean, his early films weren't as good, but there is something about The Rock that literally he could steal anything from anybody because you're like, oh, I trust this guy.
I don't think he'll be that big. He'll definitely. He's getting there though. I mean, like
Yeah.
he was in Trainwreck. He was in Trainwreck. He was funny in that.
You should probably just like stick to the comedy.
He was hilarious in this movie I just saw on TV the other day, which was funnier than I thought it would be. Sisters with Tina Fey and
Oh,
Amy
he's
Poehler.
hilarious in that. Where he's the
He's
drug
very
dealer.
funny in that
Oh
movie.
my
Yeah,
god,
yeah.
that's a great role.
Yeah, and he's very funny. Actually, Bobby Moynihan is hilarious in that movie too.
I think so too. I thought the movie was hilarious.
But yeah, it's pretty. I mean, he's. I think he's got comedy. I mean, all those dudes, all those wrestlers, like they have to. They're so good at timing.
Yeah.
Like in their profession that like it doesn't. It's not a fucking mystery as to why they can't perform this. Being
Yeah.
comedic
Yeah.
actors.
Yeah, I agree. John Cena. The thing I was so surprised about him is he's 6'1", so he's like not that big of a dude.
Really?
in comparison to like The Rock is 6'5".
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, he looks so imposing on screen, but like 6'1" is
6'1".
that
Yeah.
big to
He's,
be.
he's like my height.
Yeah, exactly. He's just a big dude, but like in his body.
Let's not get carried away here.
He's 2 inches taller than me.
5'10".
I mean,
5'11". Fuck you.
Okay.
I mean, when I think of Ryan and John Cena, I think of like the same dude.
Yeah.
I mean,
the same
well,
thing.
my dick's way bigger than his though.
Clearly. Yeah.
You can see his dick in Trainwreck, I think. You can see. Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my dick.
It's just Amy Schumer, though. That's what his dick is.
Yes.
You guys write all your hate mail to Humpcast.
Yeah.
No, we're very vocal about Amy Schumer hate on this show. Actually,
Yeah, she sucks.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, but yeah, the trailer looked really good. Actually, a lot funnier than I thought it was, based off of just like, I mean, before I started watching this, I'm like, oh, it's probably just gonna be another one of those just throwaway, John Cena movies or like whatever. They're just like
John Cena. I wish you had that drop.
Yeah. But no, I started watching it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty funny. And like the concept of it's pretty good.
I agree.
It looks funny. Looks funny. I mean,
And it's gonna be rated R too, so it's gonna be one of
it'll
those
be a good comedy.
neighbors type comedies.
Yeah,
but
why
so
not?
far it looked pretty good. Nothing.
I
to
don't
look
hate
forward
it.
to.
I
There's a
don't
great
hate it.
butt chugging scene in the trailer.
Yes.
There's not enough butt chugging.
Someone
in
asked me,
films.
so like that's not a thing. I'm like, oh, it's a thing.
Oh, it's a thing.
It's a thing. Believe me, it's a
Have
thing.
you guys ever been to a place where people have butt chugged?
No.
I have not either.
Never
I've
seen
not
it.
either.
Never seen it
So
in real life. But
the
I've
night is young. That's what
Yeah,
I'm getting
I
at.
think we're out of beer after the.
So we should go butt chug.
go butt chug some beer. I've had food poisoning. I don't know how well that's gonna go.
I think
over.
it'll go very well.
think it's
You
gonna go
you need the
really
fluids.
well.
Your asshole's already
I mean,
lubed
like,
up.
I'm only curious to see how drunk it gets you going through your butthole. So, like, I
There's
might,
only one way to find
I
out.
might, I
Ryan.
might volunteer just to know.
I'll join you. I'll join you. Let's
You
butt
guys,
chug
are you guys
together.
gonna hold our feet?
I mean, yeah, I'll hold your feet, but I'm not partaking.
Well, somebody's got to.
Yeah.
We should start a butt chug pack.
Butt chug.
All right. Anyway.
Anyway,
Anyway.
So
Nobody wants to join us for this.
What happened?
no, that was it for me.
The internet's
just
down.
That's it?
That was it for me.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, that means we're wrapping up. Then I was
We're
like,
gonna
what?
wrap it up.
I thought you had more.
No, that was gonna be it. I want to thank our guests for coming in.
Thank you, Jacob.
Thank you
Gibbons.
guys. I had a blast. It was fantastic.
Would you say you had a bloody good time?
I had a bloody good time on Humpcast. I
Yeah,
absolutely did. I absolutely did. You guys have been amazing. This has been super fun.
One more time, guys. Go ahead and check out that movie.
I had a
It's on-
bloody good time at
House
Harkers.
Yeah, on Amazon.
It's on Amazon. Jacob's a great dude and very talented, and I'm sure the movie's great. I haven't watched it yet. I will watch it.
I can't wait to see this
he
review.
after he
Yeah.
pays for
I'll pay for your rental. Don't worry, dude. I got you covered. I got you
I
covered.
know he's even got to give me a ride home. How
Yeah.
fucked up! Like I'm a terrible host.
Well, the only thing you have to pay me for the ride home is a butt chug.
Okay,
So,
well I'll
works.
put.
one
I'll,
butt chug.
I'll definitely butt chug on the way home.
Yeah, it's,
all right.
it's a rule of the road.
That's you're doing it all wrong. All right. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks, Steve.
guys.
Thanks, Garrett.
You're welcome.
Even though you're here every week.
you're welcome.
Thanks, me.
Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky.
Thanks, Ricky, for not showing up.
Thanks, Ricky.
And
really appreciate it.
If you want, you can follow us. You can find all of our stuff on humcast.com. You can follow me, Garrett_AM Lee on Twitter and Instagram. Ryan has shows.
Go to teamryand.com. We have our 1-year anniversary at Silver Dollar Saloon next month, so it'll be November 7th.
Yes.
November 7th is the 1-year anniversary. I just booked San Diego too. I know we got some San Diego guys.
San Diego.
So I'll be back in San Diego in December. So stay tuned for that. And I'll
Ooh.
be there all fucking weekend too. So it's gonna be dope.
I might have to go with you.
Yeah.
I might
Hell
pick stop.
yeah.
Cool.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. You remember what I'm talking about?
All right, Steve.
We'll keep it
Oh
off
yeah,
air.
that's right.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, my name is Steve Rogers. You can follow me on Twitter at Steve Rogers or at Steve X Rogers. Can't get my shit right. Oh, also, by the way, I haven't told any of you guys yet, but I'm going to be releasing the pilot that we did. I'm just going to release it online.
Nice.
Make it
Oh, okay,
public.
cool.
Yeah, so we're going to all start sharing that. Everybody can watch that.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Perf.
And
Sweet.
Then, yeah,
You
so
want
go
to
ahead and look out
see
for
me
that.
be accidentally racist? I'll do that.
It's great.
Cool.
You're good at that.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah. Where can they find you on Twitter and Instagram and all that
at
stuff?
Jacob Givens. So you can find me
With a V.
With a V, yes,
Yes.
absolutely. So
Yeah.
at Jacob Givens, GIV is in Victor, ENS at Twitter and Instagram. You can find me at both those places.
Send him a message. Tell him that you fuck so many dudes.
Yeah,
and-
fuck so many dudes.
So many dudes.
Hashtag fuck so many dudes.
Yeah.
Tell them the stories about when you were a kid and you watched that horror movie that
Yeah.
just made you
And
suck
you
so
fucked
much dick.
Made you
So many
Oh,
dudes.
It's like almost instantly.
I'm working on a screenplay right now called "Fucked So Many Dudes."
Yeah.
It is.
I'm gonna cast all these guys in the room.
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what story I was gonna bring in that I fucking forgot?
What?
It doesn't even matter, but it's they're doing it. This the same.
The Lincoln Park story?
No, our same friends who did the fucking the Pounder Rangers and the 10-inch Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah.
Oh, Dick
really?
and Morty?
They're doing Dick and Morty.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You know these people?
I tweet at the guy all the time.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and he retweets my shit.
He
and, like,
needs to come on the
I
show.
want to get him on. I want to get his
Come
name. His name
on
is
the show?
his name's something Meyer.
What,
something-
for Wood Rocket?
yeah, woodrocket.com. So
Get him in.
we should. I think we might. I think I might be able to get him in here. Actually,
If you do that, I
Yeah.
want to just hang out with
Yeah,
him.
I want to be here too.
I want to be here.
he's a
for
really cool
sure.
guy. Like he's
There's gonna
always
be a bunch of creepy dudes just around the tables.
line on the wall.
He's like,
You want to watch a scary movie with me?
No,
just walk into a fucking bukkake.
and that chick April O'Neil is like in all of his movies.
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I know. I gave her that ride that one time.
that's well.
I give it a ride.
Well, you gave her a ride in your back seat of your car.
yeah,
and,
while I was doing lift.
while you were doing lift.
Yeah,
Yes.
not a real ride.
were you like, I jack off to you?
Yes, actually
Yeah.
I did. And I was like, oh, I'm a big fan. I know who you are.
You're
Really
like, big
nice.
fan.
Amazing.
Thanks.
You should have been like big fan.
She's like, thanks. Big.
Really, really big fan.
I don't know if you
Really
know
big.
who you saw, yeah.
Like, I know you've seen some, but
Yeah.
I got it.
She's like, thanks. Her hand
You're,
just
you're like I'm
slid
not
through the door.
You're like I'm no 10-inch Ninja Turtle, but
all right.
all right. Then let's wrap this
Yeah.
shit. Come
Well,
on.
I got no song to finish on.
Oh, we don't
so-
have music.
Because I'm just gonna play this then, and then we'll see. Yeah, because I can. So you guys have a great time. And
Bye.
I'll see you next week.
Oh man.